Welcome back. Our next guest, I am so pleased and honored to have. I don't even know how to give you the proper introductory, but I tell you, you're wonderful, and I love what you're doing. This is Kelly Hagen, the author of Belly Button Love. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks. Thanks for having us.
We have Maria here too, which is yes.
Now you're the author, and then you are the illustrator.
Correct.
Can you tell us a little bit about your book, Belly Button Love?
I'd love to. Simply put, it's all about a mother's love. It's just so simple. And the reason that we all have belly button, or actually we believe, is to remind us that we do have moms who loved us and cared for us. And even if we looked at our belly buttons different, and hopefully that's what this book does, is it actually takes our viewpoint away from simple anatomy to something a little bit more deeper.
Okay.
I think this is a good, I think I'll let you lead this.
Yeah, this is a girl thing.
Yeah,
I'm curious.
Yeah, you're out.
Kind of weird.
Yeah.
You say you
have a belly button too,
you
though.
look at your belly button differently. A belly button, so how do you mean you look at it differently? That means something to you, doesn't it?
It does. It does. And that's actually the inspiration behind writing the book. Is I had to have some abdomen surgery, and where they had to do the incision, they had to go through my belly button. And I didn't know going into it that when I got done that it would look different. And I remember my surgeon coming in and saying, we had to kind of recreate a belly button for you because where we had to do the incision, and I felt immediately kind of loss. It wasn't like I mourned it, that's too dramatic, but there was just this thing in my mind, like I knew that, oh gosh, I don't have my original belly button anymore. And my mom had passed back in 1999, and the surgery was in 2007, and I knew, it kind of like dawned on me about 3 days later that that was the place where I was one with my mom. And so not having her, in my life and having that as a reminder and then not having that anymore, it was just kind of, it was hard. And so that's why.
So this is about relationship between mother, child, your belly button being one with your mother. And then
Yes.
I want to also know that, because the illustrations, the images, they're personal. They seem to be emotional. You look at them and they're touching. So I want to know what made you think to put these images together?
Actually, Kelly contacted me the very first time the phone and read me her manuscript, and immediately I just had the images in my head and I choked up and got very emotional.
You guys are just
it was
like
a very spiritual experience.
Yes, it was.
To meet her first and then in person on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
Well, the title just blows me away. I mean, Belly Button Love, I love that. I tell people I'm having Kelly Hagen on our show, and he goes, well, what does she do? She's a Christian author. Yeah, but she wrote a book called Belly Button Love, and it's, oh, wow, what a cool title.
It's very catchy.
Yeah.
I think it's catchy to a lot of people. And who did you intend the book? I mean, it's a children's book, but I read it, and I loved it. And actually, I'm a single woman. Hello.
I don't know what that is.
As a single woman, I read this book, and it spoke something to me like, wow, that's what a relationship between a mother and a child is. It was very personal. I actually want to go through, if the kid, look at some of these images because they're very unique.
Do you want to hold that?
Yeah. This is the cover. I don't know if they can.
hair.
Is this the camera right here? Okay.
Fuzzy.
Can you see me here? How should I hold it? This is good? I got Judy behind the camera. She's my director. Awesome. Okay. This is down more. Okay. We'll take time because this is worth it. This is good. Okay. Now, while I turn the pages, why don't you explain a little bit what we're seeing?
Well, most of the images are images of my son. I needed a child, so I took pictures of him. And some of them you'll see resemble me a little bit. Kelly took pictures of me because I had these images in my head and I wanted it just right. And if you see, many of the images are
I can't see where I'm looking at, but
not symmetrical, or they are very intimate, close-up, cropped intentionally in a non-symmetrical way. But do you want to read any of it?
This is, yeah.
Do you have a favorite excerpt from the book?
Maria, that'd be good.
I do, yeah. I don't know if it's specifically my favorite, but whenever I do a book read, and Maria and I have done them together, there's actually 2 pages that are back to back that when we get to the second page, we just know that it's going to happen. The moms in the audience always, you hear this, and we look for it. It floats our boat. It's why we wrote the book. I mean, that's really, the truth is that is why we do what we do, is because we are trying to inspire and you know, children understand at an early level, mom is to them. And if they can really grab a hold of that, and moms can embrace who they are and be okay with that, you know, that deep love. Sometimes it's almost scary how much you love a child. Am I right? It's just, it's so intimate, and we have to be okay as women.
So this, you won an award for this.
We did.
Just recently.
We won. Yes.
And it was Mama's what?
Mom's Choice Award.
Mom's Choice Award.
Yes.
And so we don't have a lot of time left, but you have another book you're going to do as well.
Oh, yes, I do.
Can
and
you
it's
give us
just
the title
as exciting.
of that? Or is that?
No, I can. No, I
You
can.
can?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Premiere.
It'll float your boat. It's
Okay.
called Daddy Says I'm Beautiful.
Aww.
And it's all about the affirmation that a father gives to their little girl.
Okay.
And I did, you know, some resource and trying to understand. There's so many things that women's, I don't want to say suffer from, that's not the word, but we get hung up on.
Okay.
And if you
Daddy
look,
issues.
Daddy issues. And if you go back to the root
We spoil our
of
children.
those, some do, yes. But if you go back to the root of it, a lot of it can be taken care of. I'm talking about the things that we struggle with,
Okay.
soul issues. If you go back to the root of it, it's typically because there's not affirmation from a father. Do the best they can do, and that's for sure. But there are certain things, especially a little girl needs from her dad.
So you're kind of covering, you got the mother to child, father to daughter. Sounds
love
like
it.
you do a lot of relational then, is this?
It's my focus.
And
we're
then-
love authors.
It's about
and,
love
and
and healing.
art,
Healing.
artists.
I
yeah.
felt
I love
I
this.
felt that, like, you know, a passion, a healing. I felt, you know, like that, you know, before I even met you when I read your book, I felt, wow, there's a lot of love, a lot of.
It's also acknowledging the gift of life, and we're pro-life, and we talk about that, but the book starts out with, God gave me a gift that would never go away.
See, that's beautiful. My mom said that too, 18 years. But I'm still here. The gift that don't go away, it keeps on giving.
Yes.
So what was the piece that you wanted to share with us?
Well, it's actually in the book. We talk about the umbilical cord. Cord, we all had one, and the connection is with the belly button. So we call it the love cord.
The love
in the
cord.
book. So
Sounds good.
even through the illustrations, Maria just brilliantly put all these, like the umbilical cord is still there from mother to child, and you'll see it in her
Work is
paintings.
beautiful. Absolutely.
So it starts out.
This isn't the first page,
No,
though.
this is not the first page. I'm
Right.
just only doing my favorite.
Okay, do a
My-
little,
my-
okay.
The little, okay. You have to do that for me, okay? 'Cause- yeah,
we
you do.
will.
That's a
Okay, no
cue-
problem.
a
Be
cue.
ready.
When was the day, Mommy, cord went away? That's the thing, my darling. There will never be that day.
Show the image, though.
You've grown so big and smart, and you're now outside of me. But the love cord still flows love to you supernaturally.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's gorgeous. We have only about 2 minutes left,
Yes.
so tell us real quickly how we can get a hold of you, how they can get the book.
Well, the paintings from this book are at Galleria Mariposa in Grosse Pointe Woods on Mack Avenue.
Okay.
They're up on the walls, and we are planning on doing a book signing and book reading there. We don't have the date firm yet.
Can we
but it'll-
find that out on a website?
Yeah, Galleria Mariposa,
Galleria
Mariposa, and it's www.galleriamariposa.net.
Okay.
And so we'll be doing that. You can also find the book on Amazon, purchase it on Amazon,
Beautiful. Okay.
as well as bellybuttonlove.com. And then we have stores throughout Michigan,
Yeah,
up
we are.
north,
Quite a few stores.
Wonderful.
Metro
We
Detroit.
need to have you back again so we can really get in more detail because I got a
We'd
minute
love
left.
to.
You guys
We'd
are
love
awesome.
to.
Awesome book. Kelly, thank you for coming on the show
It was
with
awesome.
us.
Thanks for
Nice
having
meeting
us.
you guys.
You're awesome.
I
And-
can't believe what you guys
Thanks,
come up with
sweetie.
next.
Yeah, we're excited
Very
about seeing it.
excited
Yeah,
for
we
you
are
guys.
too.
Thank you
Well,
so
we're
much.
running out of time, but we want to thank everyone for viewing, well, actually, we're not quite done. We got one more guest coming on the show. That get all your children abroad, get them by the TV. They'll be happy. So thank you so much, and remember, I do my magazine not by sight but by faith, and we walk by sight, not by. Why we walk by faith but not by sight.
Right. There you go. You got
Amen.
it.
We got it. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you guys again.
Thanks for
All right,
having
thank you.
us.